Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, we're going to be doing a guide for Arcane Ruins 1, which is Domain 3 of Voyage of Wonders, which has just come out today. Now, for the first time, we're going to have the ability to craft our own teams, and you will want to follow the faction suggestion in the upper left here, one Mauler team and one Wilder team, and that is what we're going to be assembling. Now, just to understand how this works, all heroes will be boosted up to Mythic Plus or above, and your combat power is going to be based on the rarity of the heroes that you're deploying. So for example, if I just put in these upgraded heroes, all Mythic Plus, I'm going to have 105 combat power rating. And if we compare it to heroes who I have relatively highly upgraded, I'm going to have up to like 135 combat rating. So definitely you should use heroes you have upgraded. It does increase the power, however not by a huge amount. But the major reason you want to use heroes you have upgraded and actually put together a good team is when you fight the boss or any powerful foes, you are going to be using your team lineup. And so, for example, for the Mauler team, first of all, I'm going to try to put together an AFK stage-oriented Mauler team. So that is going to be heroes like OD, Smokey, Coco. And then generally you also have Rowan in this team to boost the energy. And then finally a tank. Now Fresco will be the best tank, but I think you could probably also use Thorn if your Fresco is not built up. But because we have Fresco, I'm going to try to run a team like this. And then we're just going to go for the Surging spell to basically tank out for longer. That's going to be 131 combat power. Pretty nice team that we have put together. Now we're going to move on to team number 2. So team number 2 will be our Wilder team. And I think you guys have an idea. Wilder team, AFK stages. There's really only one option that comes to mind, and that is going to be the Iron Nuke team. Now the question is, I don't know which artifact would be the best, and yeah, I think we'll go for the Overcharge spell. Okay, now Iron Almas is what we're going to go for. Iron Almas, and then I think I'm going to go for Tossie because I have Tossie built up, but you could go for Arden if you didn't have Tossie built. We definitely want to run Bonnie because she has the powerful debuff and damage to clear the opponents. And then for the final hero here, either you go for more AoE damage, and I think I'm just going to go for Arden. But if you didn't have Arden, or if you have Siren, for example, Siren would be a great hero to run here as well. But I think we should get the job done with Arden as well. And we can have Arden in the back with the Overcharge spell to charge up his energy more quickly. Okay, so here we have it, another 131 power team. By coincidence, we're going to now begin the journey. Okay guys, so we have our two teams locked in. One is going to be, both of them will have 60 stamina to begin with. And when we take a look at the objectives, they're going to be pretty similar. Now here is the important thing that we're going to see. Manage key use. You don't need to unlock every cosmic seal while exploring a domain in Voyage of Wonders. Check the map layout and plan your routes carefully. Strategy is the real key to successfully clearing a domain. Okay, so now the challenges are going to get more difficult. As you guys can tell here, we can use a key to open the cosmic gate, but we don't need to open that because we could just go around and attack the monster and then get the key behind it. And that is going to be how we save the keys, probably for something we need later on. Okay, we're going to begin by attacking the weakest, the lowest power enemy and use your factional advantage. That is really important. And that is really the key to success with this mode. And now we're going to pick up the booster whenever you're able to do that. Go for that. And now we're going to move on to attacking the next most powerful monster. So we have 3 different forms of ways of getting a combat boost. One is your factional advantage, which gives you the most value. The other is the onslaught stacks you can see in the top. And then finally is a sneak strike, but we are not going to be able to do that right here. So now we can go and attack this opponent monster. What I've noticed is that if you have like even more than half of what the opponent's power is, so for example, he had 250 power. If we have over 125 power, it usually means we're able to clear it. But if they have more than double your combat power, that is when things can get a little bit risky. Okay, so we picked up the lucky key. We didn't even have to open up the gate, which is great for us. We have a teleportation pad. Okay, now we have 2 powerful enemies here, very powerful. They have no weaknesses, and they are going to be required for the bonus objective. Defeat powerful foes behind the cosmic seal. And we're going to need 4 keys in total in order to lock these 2 gates or unlock them. And that is what we're going to be trying to like get up to. And that is why we have to save all of our keys. Okay, so we have a sneak strike we can use. He's a pretty powerful opponent. We'll wait for him to turn around. And then we'll attack him from the back. There we go. So you just want to max out all of this because you get the factional advantage, sneak strike advantage. And then, yeah, your onslaught if you have it. But you don't worry about the onslaught too much. Even at maximum stacks, it's only like an 8% increase to your power. So here is very tempting. You want to use your key and then get all of these 3 different boosters to boost up your strength. However, because we can clear it the other way around and actually attacking the opponent, we're going to wait for that. But like we said, he has more than double our power. I don't think we're going to be ready for it. We can just accumulate and attack weaker enemies first, and then we can go ahead and go for the attack. I love the animation of our like Magister like slashing the opponent from the back. It's really cool. Okay, let's carry on with this. We have another weak enemy, but he is going to be weak to Wilder faction, and we're going to get him with the Almas team from the back. Okay, and then make sure to activate this teleportation crystal so we can teleport back to try and conserve our onslaught stacks if need be. Okay, we have a strong enemy on the right. We're not going to attack him. We're going to go for the enemy on the left. Like I said, the good rule of thumb, if they have double your combat power, stay away from them for right now. Come back for them later on. Okay, we have this recovery, but we don't need to use it yet. We can use it later. Our Mauler team is getting a little bit low on stamina, 39, but we're fine for right now. Okay, so this opponent is pretty strong, but I think we're strong enough even without the sneak strike. We're going to be able to easily clear it. Oh wow, look at this. We have the explosion, and we're going to get the free stuff from behind here, and we can get a good powerful attack off on the monster over here. And like, even though they are more than double my power, because we're going to be able to get a sneak strike, I'm tempted to just go for it. I think we might be fine here. Let's see. You can tell from your HP bar, like our red bar below our heroes, we haven't lost any of it. So I think we got a perfect clear. Yeah, great. Okay, so with the sneak strike, we're able to do that. I think we need to go up in the upper left here before we go on further with all of these opponents. I'm a bit tempted to just attack. I know he has double my power, but just like barely double my power. I wonder whether we can get the clear here. I want to see. I want to see if we can do it. He has slightly over double our power, but we have the onslaught stacks. So far is looking fine for us. Yeah, it's looking fine. And are we going to get a perfect clear? Perfect. Okay, now we can pick up all of these boosters. That is free combat power for all of our different teams. Okay, now we need to go up to the left. Over there. We're not going to be able to conserve our onslaught because it's far away from us, but we can try. And 5 stacks, it can go up to 5 stacks, but I think it even at maximum is only 8%. Are we going to get there in time? Please be a monster here. We need to get to the monster in time. Okay, I think this one on the top is going to be easier to get to. And it's based on how long you walk. Yeah, I want to walk towards him. No, we lose the onslaught. It's fine, though. Don't worry about it too much. And now we're going to go for sneak strike attack onto this. They are higher power, but we should be fine. We lost a little bit of health here. But is this still going to be a perfect clear? Yeah, it's going to be a perfect clear. Okay, now we have a puzzle. Illuminate all the stone plates. Okay, so we'll go on to this one. And I think... okay, we'll go up. We need to have 2 to activate that. Go on to the teleportation. And see what happens here. Okay, we can go down this side. Get this one, activate this one. Go on the pink. Okay, and go up. Okay, so this green pad is just going back and forth between the two. So we can keep cycling here. Get one more. And now we have that all illuminated. Go back up to the top and then complete it. Okay, so not too difficult. And that is going to give us a booster. And you could do this earlier because you get a 20 strength boost before taking on those opponents. But those opponents were pretty easy, to be honest. Okay, we have these stamina potions. Or the recoveries on the floor. But we don't really need to use them right now. So we can hold them for later. But there's no drawback of using them, by the way. Like, the bonus objective mission is only your own stamina potion in the lower right-hand corner. These recoveries on the floor, you're freely able to use. Okay, we lost 7 stamina off of that opponent, which was more than I was expecting. Okay, we have another big sort of puzzle area over here. Now, this guy over here is really strong. 653 power. I want to attack these 348 powers first of all. And those 189s are going to be easy. So we don't really have to even worry about that. Yeah, we're going to lose our onslaught stack, but that's fine, I think. Okay, so we're going to push this down. That should activate this mechanism. And then we can go behind here with our Mauler team and pick up the strength boost. Okay. So we need to use our recovery pretty soon. We have a lot scattered over the map. We're going to try to pick that one up. Okay, and let's go ahead and attack him. I just attack all of the monsters because they all are going to give you combat boosts. And you're only losing 4 stamina per attack. But I guess you don't have to attack this many. We've already completed our bonus objective. Okay, to get out, we're going to have to play, move this boulder back up. Yeah, we're running low on stamina, but there's no recovery over here. They're going to be back. We'll have to backtrack for that. But that'll be fine. Okay, now how do we get at these enemies? Let's try to trigger this puzzle. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, we have to get onto the blue light. Or this blue circle over here. That's going to be one complete. We're going to complete, okay, attack these two. Yeah, we're almost equal to them in power. We have the combat faction advantage. There's no way we're going to lose more than 4 stamina per each of these attacks. The thing that it seems like is for a lot of these monsters, I don't think your team formation or positioning matters that much. It's only in those like powerful foes where you actually are... Your formation is going to be matched up against their formation, like in like an actual AFK stage. That is when your positioning will matter. Okay, so we have only 9 stamina left on our Mauler team. We're going to have to do something about that. We want to trigger this blue orb up there. So we're going to have to try to bounce this around. Let's see that. And yeah, save the strongest enemies for the end. That is really important. Now, this one is 653, so technically he's like the overall strongest, even stronger than these powerful foes who are 600 here. But these ones have no weakness, right? And so actually the wilder weakness one will actually be easier for us. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to rotate this one. Maybe one more will get it. Yeah, okay, we got it. We're going to get 1 strength booster. We're going to pick up the key. Then all we need is 1 final key to open up those 2 gates back there, because we needed 4 keys in total. Just make sure not to, by mistake, open up these cosmic seals, because then you're going to be wasting your keys, and I don't think they're enough for everything. They're powerful for wilders. We'll save those 2 wilders for the end. Or the monsters for the end. We don't have to attack them right now. They're going to be insta-kills anyway. Okay, so our wilder team has enough stamina that I think... Yeah, we're gonna have to just brute force and attack him. We have more than half of his power. He's less than double of our power. We have the faction advantage. I think we should be fine. But then we'll have to recover some of our stamina. Or maybe we don't even have to. Honestly, we probably don't technically even have to. We've completed most things. We're gonna have 2 different enemies over here. They're gonna probably do 4 stamina each, and then we'll have the boss. If we go back over here, the thing is, I want to maintain, I have 1 onslaught stack, and to maintain that, I think we need to go directly here with the teleportation. And we will begin trying to attack these enemies. I'm going to attack them with our wilder team, because Iron Almas probably will have the best chance into these enemies, because I believe these are going to be just like bosses that we battle. So they're going to be a little bit difficult. Okay, so here we go. We have Iron Almas, we're going to group them up. We have the Bonnie, we have the Arden with the overcharge spell. Arden gets nuked in the back. These are strong. These are strong. I hope Tassi can solo with the Bonnie. No, we can't. They're really powerful. How much stamina do we lose off of that? Okay, we lost 50 in stamina in total. The good thing is, after getting 1 attack in, they are lower in power. We're probably going to easily clear them right now, but I need to recover my stamina. And forget about the onslaught stack. We've already lost it anyway. So now we can go ahead and pick up all of our recovery potions on the floor. And I think I'm just going to max out our wilder team, because I think that is what we're going to use. I think the Mauler team would do fine against these powerful enemies as well. But the boss is weak to wilders. Okay, we'll try this again. Attacking this guy. 388 power. We're really strong. Now we should easily get the clear, because their power has been reduced after the first attack. One strategy would be just reduce their, kind of weaken them down with the Mauler team. And even if the Mauler team goes down, that isn't a bonus objective. Like, we can have our Mauler team die, right? Does it really matter to have it die? Like, as long as we have another team, will we be fine? We're going to figure this out for science. We're going to try attacking with the Mauler team, because I don't think we're probably going to lose. Even though we have 400 power, and we have a decent team comp idea. Look at this. These enemies are so strong. Yeah, they're really strong. We'll weaken them down, but we're not going to be able to get the clear here. So, yeah. And you can run Thorn instead of Feresto, honestly. They're going to be doing about the same. So that means the Mauler team is going to be destroyed. Okay. And now we immediately attack with our Wilder team. But their power should be reduced. We should be able to easily clean that up. Okay, so are we fine? Like, we can use a stamina potion on the Mauler team, but we don't have to. Yeah, we don't have to. We're going to now just go right for the boss. Try to get the onslaught stacks stacked up. We have one right now. Will we make it in time? We're close. I think we might make it. Yeah, I think we make it. And if need be, we should actually use the stamina on the Wilder team. But I think we're strong enough. We have 428 power. We've collected everything in the map, right? We've collected everything, all the boosters. We have the faction advantage. Yeah, I think this should be a pretty easy clear. But those guys were no joke. Those powerful heroes behind the gate. Like, look at this. The boss is nothing in comparison to them. Those were really, really challenging. But what it seems like is you have to attack them, weaken them down, their power down, combat power, after by getting one attack in. And then you attack with your overall, like, power team to clear them. Like, for example, this Iron Almas team with Bonnie, and then whichever other heroes you have. And you should be able to get everything done. Okay, so overall, that is going to be the complete guide for this Domain 3 of Voyage of Wonders. Honestly, this was more challenging. I think definitely the strategy onto those two powerful enemies, like going back right at the end before when we got all of our combat power, that is good. Oh, another strategy is, I didn't even realize this, but claim and leave. So one thing to keep in mind is you can attack the boss and then you can keep on fighting, and maybe attacking the boss, he was pretty easy, right? And you would get a combat power boost probably for defeating him. I don't know how much. And then you might be able to have an easier time clearing those most powerful enemies. That's another strategy we could have used. So technically, maybe that's what we should have done. Because also there were two enemies there that we defeated very easily before the boss. So that also would have increased our power, giving us a better chance at those two guards. But anyway, hopefully this gives you an idea of how to clear this. Let me know if you guys had any other strategies or tips for this specific Voyage of Wonders domain. But this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I can't wait for the next one, which is going to be, I think, 3 days from right now. But thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. And thanks to your support, we're getting very close. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And I look forward to chatting with you guys there. But thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.